Hey, what's going on YouTube? Once again, my name is Xavier. Thanks for joining me on my channel today. As always, if this is the first time you're watching my video, I appreciate you coming through. Definitely try to do videos like this on a weekly basis. Trying to go forward, trying to kind of get more in the habit of doing this. It's not always going to be about political things or things that are going on in the social realm. So I'll try to mix it up every once in a while, but definitely also with a lot of what things are going on is just seeing the protests going on. Just a lot of information coming out about that. So I just want to kind of give you my own thoughts and opinions about that. And hopefully I can hear from you as well too. Like I said, I want to encourage dialogue on this channel. So leave a comment in that comment section, like, subscribe, share these videos so we can get the word out there. So I'm going to be talking about, in the title, I'm going to name it, Systematic Police Racism, a Myth. Is that true? That can't be true, especially with everything going on. What you talking about, Willis? I don't know why I used that. I don't know why I said that, if you guys get where that's coming from. But I actually watched a video from Ben Shapiro on Daily Wire. That saw that on YouTube. Ben Shapiro is a popular right-wing commentator. If you know who he is, check him out. But I just kind of wanted to actually take a look and see what other people's ideas were. I'd like to hear from the other side, of which I'm not used to listening to. So definitely it was an interesting video that I watched. And he talks about, once again, systematic police racism, a myth. He tries to debunk that. Well, he tries to debunk that it is a myth, that there is systematic police racism. Well, you get what I'm saying. On that note, like I said, I took a lot of notes. If you kind of see me looking down or all over the place, I'm looking at my paper because I took some notes this time. Came prepared. So let's go ahead and get into this. So he says there's two distinct ways that to define systematic racism through practices of law and through desperate impact. Might have pronounced that second word wrong, so forgive me on that. Redlining, desperate impact pertaining to passing laws that impact certain groups more than others. He said he pulled this data from the Washington Post database, which is interesting. So you can go on there, kind of look up and try to kind of, if you want to dispute or kind of see what he's referring to in terms of the stats that he names out. But let me just go ahead and just name some interesting stats he names out through this video and what he's trying to debunk. It says here in 2019, 9 unarmed black men were shot by the police, and 3 of them were fleeing from the police in that situation. When 19 unarmed whites were shot by the police, didn't really state whether or not they were fleeing from the police or not. But definitely what I take from that first stat is, are all 9 of these black unarmed men, are these the 9 black armed men that get posted on the news when we see these videos? They're like, oh my goodness, the police is doing it again. So is that all the 9 black people that we're seeing? There has to be more than that. I feel like there's more than that. So I'll say that there is a part of me that questions that stat in itself. But let's take it for face value and say that it's true. So 9, okay, that's not that much. It says also in 2019, I'm going to go ahead and read this. Police fatally shot 1,004 people in America. Roughly about 25% of those were black, about 235 of those to be exact, most of who were armed or considered dangerous. So 235 people out of 30 million black people on average. Doesn't seem like they're trying to exterminate black people per se. Where I kind of find interest, the language where it says here is most of whom were armed or considered dangerous. So what do you mean by considered dangerous? Is that a fair question to ask? Like, what do you mean by considered dangerous? Like, Trayvon Martin was considered dangerous when George Zimmerman was following him on the phone and getting the police. So was Ahmaud, I'll keep pronouncing his name, but Ahmaud Arbery. When they were speaking to the police, the 2 guys that were following him, they're like, oh, this guy was dangerous or something like that. So who's considered dangerous? Are you considering dangerous because they're black? I think that's maybe some of the point that the other side is trying to say, or I don't know. But like I said, they said they were considered armed and considered dangerous. 235, like I said, 25%. I still think about 1/4 of all Americans who are shot being of one color is still relatively speaking a lot. This is just my opinion as well too, but that was an interesting stat. Is that thousands of black men who are shot by the police on a year-to-year basis. It says only 235 based off that database. So what does that say overall? Based off the information, and also, like I said, I encourage you to look up that video about what it was saying about it. What can we draw from there? Or is this information actual research, factual data? Well, from when I listened to the video, it looks like it was. It looks like it's been researched. There was data taken. Like I said, I don't know if it's skewed to a certain degree. I don't know how much we can believe those facts. But if it's true, my biggest question is, what is the media and how's the media's role play in this? So if they're on average compared to white men, if this is happening to white men, but it's not being really shown on media, but all 9 black men who this happened to every year get shown on television, just making us more angry and infuriating the country and dividing us and separating us more and more. What's the media's role in this? Are they trying to anger us? Are they just trying to infuriate us? Are they trying to get something started? I think it's still fair to say that definitely, especially with some of the language in the actual article itself and the actual video in itself, it kind of leads me to believe that maybe some of the factual information is wrong. Maybe they're not reporting everything. I don't know. Like I said, this is why you have to do your own research. Find some nuggets of truth in whatever he said in that. But I just found that interesting. Like I said, he's trying to debunk the fact that systematic police racism in America is a thing. I can only speak from my experience. Like, I personally haven't got pulled over a lot. I'm not for sure if my area and, the city I live in is pretty much known for that compared to like a Chicago or LA or something like that. I do know other black men who I've heard stories of like, yeah, man, I still get pulled over like 2 or 3 times a year. It's not for speeding. It's not for a busted headlight. The police are just asking, where are you going? What are you doing? Can you step out the car? Yada, yada, yada. It's your license and registration. So, I mean, stuff like that still happens. So I think even with the stats, there's still stuff that we face as, black Americans every day that still can really kind of define how we're feeling and how the police is treating us on an overall nature. But definitely, I don't know, it was interesting. So take what you want from the video. If you watch that video with Ben Shapiro on it, hopefully with some of the information I gave out kind of makes you think and makes you want to do some research on, what we're being told, what's actually factually true, who's this happening to. Maybe this is not happening on such a large scale as we're being suggested or being implied. I don't know. But if you like this video and like what I shared in this video, like I said, I want to try to do more and more stuff like this. So just like I said, I want to listen to everybody's opinion. So leave a comment in that comment section, like, subscribe, share this video. My name is Xavier. Once again, I hit you with a second video today. Try to get some more videos out here. But I appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.